Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Did you hear that woo? It was a little deflated. It was like woo. So today I am here with a favorites of 2014. You know I love to film my monthly favorites, and when it comes to yearly favorites, it's a little difficult for me because the video ends up being like 30 minutes long, and then I end up talking about stuff that I've already talked about many times throughout the year. So what I'm gonna try and do is go through it as quickly as possible, and then if I've done reviews or talked about these products anywhere else, I will link those videos in the description box below so that you can have a little bit more of a frame of reference, or you know, kind of understand why they're my favorites, or if I've talked about them already. I'm having a bad lash day, gotta be honest. They're kind of just trying to pop off my face. So if I have kind of like a ratchety, hanging off for dear life eyelash, please bear with me. It's not a good lash day. So today, we're going to talk about our 2014 beauty favorites. Anything from tools, I'm pretty much going to talk about one thing of every category. So the very first thing is the primer. I'm going to go in order from how I build my face. My favorite primer of 2014 has definitely have to be the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer, the new purple one. It's relatively new, and I talked about this in the favorites, and I wasn't too convinced yet, but the more I use it, the more pictures I take, the more I film with it, the more I realize how absolutely amazing this product is. It makes your face look like butter, like it's smooth. It covers up any sort of fine lines, imperfections, pores, anything that is indented into your skin. It just fills it up and makes it's just a smooth canvas. I forgot to use it one time. I knew I forgot to use it as soon as I applied my very first like beauty blender, you know what I mean? Like the very first time I just moved my beauty blender into my foundation, I was like, wait, I forgot to use primer. It's that good. My favorite foundation or face product of 2014 is definitely the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch. Another product that I didn't think I would love this much. I'm wearing it today, and it's a beautiful formula. It's one of those products that it makes you look naturally pretty. You know, it's not full coverage, but it covers what it needs to cover. So if you really have a lot of imperfections that you want to cover up, or acne scarring or things like that, it might not be something you enjoy. I love this thing. I love how it dries. I love the finish it gives. I really like it. It's a really great product. That's my second bottle, believe it or not. And I did a review on this. I'll link it down below. My favorite concealer, and this is not my favorite under eye concealer. I don't have one that blew me away this year, but my favorite blemish concealer, if you guys have been paying attention on my channel, you'll notice that I have had some hormonal breakouts, and this little palette from Sonia Kashuk has saved my life. It has so many different colors of concealers. I've been able to mix them and really cover up those hormonal breakouts that I've been having. So thank you, Sonia Kashuk concealer palette. It's been a lifesaver. My favorite powder is a powder foundation from Serenity+Scott. It's going to come as no surprise to you guys. I'm obsessed with this powder. It's super lightweight feeling, but absolutely 100% heavy duty coverage. It's so soft and buttery. It just melts into the skin, but covers everything. I use a really light wash as a setting powder, but when I don't want to do a liquid foundation, I can just apply a little bit in areas where I want to kind of even out my skin tone, and it works beautifully. My favorite bronzer is going to come as no surprise, and I'm a little embarrassed because it's like $70, but in my defense, it's $70 because it has two products, even though I don't like the second one, and that is the Tilbury Bronze+Glow palette. This bronzer, you guys, it's one of those bronzers that doesn't make me feel uncomfortable putting it on. I always feel a little insecure when I use bronzer. I'm not wearing bronzer today, by the way, but I like how I look better without bronzer, but I still like to play with bronzer. I'm a girl, you know, I like to pretend I know how to contour and do all those craziness things to my face. So when I want to do that, I like to use this one. This one doesn't make me feel dumb. You know, it's easy to use and it's very flattering, so loving that one. Favorite blush for the year was a little difficult for me to narrow down to just one, but this one is thanks to my friend Laura from Mrs. Lola. This is without a doubt my favorite bronzer for the year because every single time she was wearing it in a video, I would ask her and it was always the same blush. So it just goes to show that the eye likes what it likes, and that is MAC's Dainty. This is a mineralized blush, so it's one of those domey baked ones. I'm wearing it today and it's just the most beautiful, soft, gentle pink, and you can just, I mean, you could go to town with it and you can't overdo it. I literally went to town with it and it's not looking too shabby, right? So MAC's Dainty, my favorite highlighter. I hate to mention it because it is limited edition and you probably can't get it anymore, but it is the Camelia de Plumes highlight from Chanel. I got this as a birthday gift from my mom. You know how I feel about buying Chanel stuff. I don't. All of my Chanel, like my 3 Chanel products have been gifts from my mom, and it's just, oh, I love this highlight. I'm wearing it today. I tried to wear most of this stuff today so you could kind of see it in action, but I wish I could just look at it. Every time I use it, my heart breaks a little. Well, no, my heart does backflips because I'm so excited to put it on, but it breaks a little bit because it is limited edition, and once it runs out, no more highlight. My favorite brow products for 2014, no surprise as well, the Serenity+Scott Tinted Brow Gel in Bronze Sable. I got this at the makeup show in Dallas, fell in love, and I've been talking about it ever since. And also the It Cosmetics Build-A-Brow, and this is like a brow pomade that hasn't actually been released yet. I think you can buy it on QVC, but you can't find it at Ulta or It Cosmetics online. I think only QVC has it right now. But I really like it. It's cool when you want to do that really nice bold brow. I really like the results that it gives me, and it's very easy to use. I've tried other brow pomades and they're kind of hard. So this one, I gotta give it props because it is definitely user friendly. Favorite palette of the year was a hard one because I couldn't decide between two, but I had to give the win to the Too Faced Chocolate Bar. I was very hesitant on doing a review for this palette because I bought it and I didn't like it, and then I got it again and then I fell in love with it. I did a whole series of tutorials using it. I really liked it. It ends up being one of those palettes that I reach for when I don't want to think about what product to use. When I know that I'm going to be able to come up with something that I like, I just reach for this one and it never fails me. So the original chocolate bar palette, I did a review and I did a series of tutorials. A series of tutorials? Yes, I did a series of tutorials that I'll link down below in case you guys are interested. But you guys, that palette is really nice. And now that they have the semi-sweet palette, I can't decide which one I like more. Now let's talk about eyeshadow singles. You know how I feel about my ColourPOP shadows. ColourPOP, Color Shock, it was a year of ColourPOP for me. You know, the lipstick, the eyeshadows, discovering the brand. It was just my ColourPOP year. I think it was ColourPOP's year in general as well. And I do have to give a hello, shout out, special, like amazing. I have not tried a ColourPOP Color Shock shadow that I don't like, but my absolute favorite for the entire year has to be Tinsel, and that is this beautiful metallic like lilac color. I did a tutorial using it. It was the eyeshadow that I wore for New Year's Eve, and it's just, it'll change your life, basically. And then my eyeshadow single in Kid. This was a Christmas present from my friend Samantha, and she was like, give it a chance, you're gonna like it. This already has like a little dent in it, and I got it for Christmas. I never thought that I would replace Urban Decay's Naked as my transition shade, and once I tried this one, I have not been able to put it down. It is absolutely amazing. And from what Samantha tells me, it's getting discontinued. So if you guys can get your hand on Kid, get it. Just get it, get 2, get 3, get 27, because trust me, once you use it, you're gonna be like, where have you been all my life? Like literally, where have you been all my life? Mascara favorite for the year is going to come as a major surprise, because if you've been watching my channel, you know I'm a fan of wetter mascaras and silicone brushes. And my favorite mascara is actually a drier mascara with a bristle brush, with a natural bristle brush wand. So it's crazy, right? I discovered this mascara when I went back to San Diego to visit my family, and it is the MAC Zoom Fast Black Lash. My mom introduced me to it. She was like, hey, I got a bunch of these samples. You want to try it? I fell in love with it so hard that I went through the samples, I purchased the full size, and I am absolutely in love with it. It is one of those easy to use, buildable mascaras. You could do the natural look, you could do the dramatic look. It is just a beautiful mascara. Why I still have it in the box, I don't know, don't judge me. But I really, really like this mascara. Then it was the year of the eyeliner for me. My Milani Liquid Eye with my Ride or Die smudge proof black liner, and then L'Oreal launched their Silkissime pencils, and I got it in every single freaking color, and I haven't been able to stop using it. The Silkissime in black is obviously my favorite, but I've tried every single color and they're all just as creamy, just as pigmented. Save your $20 when buying an Urban Decay pencil, because these are like $6 or $7 each. You can use manufacturer coupons, you could use Ulta store coupons, and you could get them for like $2 or $3. Amazing. Let them dry because they will smudge and make a big old mess, but they're smudgeable, and then once they set, they don't go anywhere. I mean every single color, but obviously black is my favorite. It seems as though I stepped out of my comfort zone this year and I started to use false lashes a little bit more. I still don't use false lashes very often, but when I do, you guys know I always reach for my Esqido Mink lashes. I don't know, I mean, they're a really great company that that I'm fortunate enough to work for, and I've been very happy with the quality of the lashes. I know some companies say, oh, you could use this 30, 40 times and nothing happens, but then they start to shred and fall apart. These are super resistant, and you know that I'm a jerk, a bully. I pick on my products, and these have never let me down. They don't fall apart on me, and I'm kind of rough on my stuff. So my favorite style is definitely Voila Lash, and I'm not wearing it today because I wasn't going for that really dramatic look, but these are so pretty. And I think one of the reasons why I really like them is because they're big enough for my eyes. I have that problem where lashes aren't long enough. They don't go from side to side because my eyes are so ColourPOP style that lashes aren't big enough, but these are really, really nice. So get yourself some. Now let's talk about lip products, which is probably the favorite of most of you. It was the year of ColourPOP, I told you guys, and it was also the year where I got to do my fantastic collaboration with them, and I designed Frida for all of us, and it's been such a successful color. It's my baby. You know, I think if I were to sum up my biggest accomplishment in 2014 involving YouTube, it would definitely have to be my collaboration with ColourPOP, because I feel like they gave us a chance and it was very successful. You know, so many of you have already supported Frida and sent me your pictures, and you guys all look amazing. I mean, I'm wearing it today and you see how on me it just looks, it's like a magic color. So one of you guys left me a comment that said, oh, Dani, you definitely had to have some like magical panda powers or unicorn blood into Frida because it's absolutely amazing. And I couldn't have put it in a better way. It looks phenomenal on everybody. It's absolutely, even some of you that said, oh, here's my picture, I hate how it looks on me, but I bought it just to support you. I'm like, no girl, it looks amazing on you. So it's, I don't know, it's a really beautiful color. I'm so happy that it was a part of my 2014, and the part that makes me the happiest is that all of us can be a part of it. So don't forget that if you have purchased Frida, it's only $5 for the pencil or $5 for the lipstick, whichever one you prefer. They're the same color, so you can kind of decide, or you could get both. I have them layered on right now. I have the pencil and then the lipstick on top. But don't forget that if you got it, tag me on Twitter or Instagram so that I can put you on my Instagram page. I love seeing how you guys look with Frida. FYI, I love it. Like every time you guys tag me, I smile. It's crazy. And then my favorite lip gloss for the year is a MAC lip gloss or Dazzle Glass in Rags to Riches. It's like glitter explosion of life. It looks amazing on top of any color. I've been wearing Frida and then this on top, and it's one of those colors that looks kind of like pinkish lavender, but it goes on top of any color and it just makes it look really shimmery. Sophia says hi. It just makes it look really shimmery, really glittery, really happy and glossy, and it's one of those all around perfect glosses. Now let's talk about other random beauty favorites. It was a skincare year for me for sure because my skin freaked out. I discovered a lot of products that really helped me kind of survive through my skin freak out, and I've really enjoyed them. The first one is my Foreo Mini, and you know how I feel about this. It's just a beautiful cleansing product. I don't believe in harsh, abrasive facial brushes, and this one is so gentle, and it really has helped me keep my hormonal breakouts under control. So I definitely have to give a shout out to my little Foreo. And then I was able to find a really good serum that I liked that doesn't come with a really big price tag. I was using the Philosophy Time in a Bottle for a while, and that's a $75 facial serum, and I was like, I can't keep spending that much money, especially because it expires after like 3 months. It never lasted that long, but just having that idea in the back of my head made me a little uncomfortable. But I discovered the Good Start Serum from EcoBeauty or La Fresh, and I've really been liking it. It has a dropper, so, you know, it's a little hygienic. It's almost like a pump, but not really. I really like it. I love La Fresh products, but I really like their serum. It has definitely replaced my $75 serum. So loving this one. If you guys get the chance to check it out, I really recommend it. A couple of fragrance favorites, and they're a little random. The first one is my favorite perfume for the year is definitely Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream. This one came out, I think, around summertime, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest, the bottle drew me in, and the scent kind of just was the bow on top. It sealed the deal. It's a really beautiful fragrance. For references, I like really fresh, fruity floral, clean smelling scents, you know, like dryer sheets. Those are the type of fragrances I prefer. I don't like really musky, sweet, heavy scents. They smell really heavy on me. So I really like really light, fresh, cottony smelling scents. This one is just so delicious. I really like that. And it was also a year where I discovered hair fragrance. Yes, iSmell Great was a company that I was lucky enough to work with. Discovered their hair fragrance, and it just has completely changed my game, especially because, I don't know about you, but when I blow dry my hair will smell like blow dryer. It doesn't smell good anymore. So instead of weighing it down with an oil or like a shine spray, I use a fragrance, like a hair fragrance. Mine is in Candy Crush, you guys. Nail care or nail related favorites are a little random, but the first one is my favorite nail polish of the year is Take Me to Your Chateau. It's this beautiful baby blue that I'm actually wearing on my nails, and I want to thank Nicole from Young, Wild and Polished because she was the one that introduced me to this color. I was always on a search for the perfect baby blue, and I just couldn't find it. When she told me this one, I bought it. As soon as it arrived, that same day I put it on, and it is definitely going to be my favorite baby blue for the rest of my life. It is absolutely amazing. Not to mention that you know how I feel about Color Club formula. It's the best formula of nail polish. It's similar to like Julie G nail polish, so I really like the formula on that. And then I also like my liquid Palisade. It's almost like a silicone barrier for your nails when you're painting your nails. So you basically paint it around the cuticle and your finger, and then you can paint your nails, do ombre nails, do glitter, do a design, and then peel it off, and you don't have like a mess everywhere to clean up. So it's a really cool tool. It kind of reminds me of Duo, the eyelash glue. Like a watered down version of Duo. That's exactly what it smells like. So easy to use. You literally take out the wand, paint it around your nails, do whatever kind of stuff you want to your nails, you know, nail stamping or water marbling or whatever nail art design, and then you just peel it off and there's no cleanup. It's pretty magical. Let's talk about tools, and we are all done. My first tool that I want to share with you guys are sharpeners. I've gotten so many questions on how do you sharpen your ColourPOP pencils? How do you sharpen the L'Oreal Silkissimes? How do you sharpen chubby sticks? So many of you have problems sharpening pencils, and I have never had any issues with the two sharpeners that I'm about to show you. So I know some pencils can be a little difficult to sharpen, but if you guys invest, and I mean invest loosely because these are really cheap, if you invest in the Essence sharpener from Ulta or the Grindhouse sharpener from Urban Decay, you will never have issues sharpening the hardest pencils ever, or even like the Silkissime. Some of you said that gold rim around the pencil was too hard to get through. This is like butter. You're not even going to notice, you know, struggle or anything, and it's going to give you the perfect sharp tip every single time, and it doesn't waste pencil. I know some pencil sharpeners will break the tip off or kind of use up a lot of the product. These don't. I think this one's like $2 and this one's like $10, but sometimes it goes on sale for $5. I got it for $5. I got this one for $2. Got the Essence one after the Urban Decay because some of you suggested it, and I didn't want to believe that it was going to be just as good as the Urban Decay one, but it really is. So if you guys are looking for a really good tool to change your life, these two sharpeners are a really great miniature investment. And then the last 4 tools that I want to share with you guys are 4 brushes that totally changed the application of my makeup. I mean, 100% just improved it. The first one is the Sonia Kashuk number 29 blush brush. You guys, it's an affordable brush. I think it's like $15, and it just applies blush exactly where it needs to apply it, and it doesn't hurt. I love my MAC 129, but it's a little rough, and this one doesn't hurt. It doesn't shed. You wash it and dry it, and it dries the absolute same. The next one I got at IMATS in New York in April, and this is the Wayne Goss number 2 brush. Expensive like a mother, but oh my gosh. If you want to feel what it's like for puppies to lick on your under eye setting powder, this is what it feels like. Just watch. You see? Do you see the puppies licking my face? It is amazing. It's so expensive. It's so expensive, but it's worth it. I promise you guys. I have tried so many. Look back there. There's so many that I wanted to dupe. Nothing comes close to that brush. The next one is this giant shader brush from Delium Tools. This is perfect for right under the brow bone and to bring color down. Absolutely love it. Super affordable. This is the 778. And then my last favorite, which I was almost hesitant to include because I got it as a present like 2 weeks before the year ended, but this is the Sigma E40. I'm just gonna give you a moment. When you see someone using this in a tutorial, don't lie to me. What is the first thing you think? How is that giant brush going to apply anything without making a mess everywhere? Isn't it enormous? I have never used a fluffy blending brush that applies a transition shade so perfectly well. I'm not affiliated with Sigma. I don't have an account. I can't give you a discount code. This brush is absolutely amazing. I already told Sam, when you go to IMATS in the spring, you need to buy me like 3 more because this brush will change your life. It takes away the guessing game on where the transition shade goes. I mean, you just go like this, and it applies it perfectly every time. You guys, you need it. You need it. And look at the color. I mean, hello. So that is it for my 2014 beauty favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like always, all of these products will be listed and linked in the description box below, as long as it fits. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are definitely product standouts, and you're gonna see them. I mean, you're gonna continue to see them in 2015 because that's how much I love them. I really hope you guys will find some favorites in some of my favorites. Let me know what some of your favorites were in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys.